Hello, everyone, and welcome to the AR World. I hope all of you are doing absolutely fine and amazing, and you all are staying happy and healthy at your lovely places. So, today I'll be narrating you a story, and the name of the story is The Last Leaf, which is a wonderful story. And the story has been written by O. Henry, and you'll surely like this story. So basically in this story, we'll be doing it in two parts. In the first part, I'll be narrating you half of the story, and in the next part, I'll be narrating you the rest of the story. So first, I would like to introduce you with the author. The name of the author is William Sidney Porter, or the pen name is O. Henry. So he was an American short story writer. His stories are known for their surprise endings, or you can say the twists. Okay, all his stories, if you have read, there are many stories, and one common thing in all the stories is that his stories endings are always in like they are very some you will have a lot of suspense in reading his stories, isn't it? So that is why his stories are very good to read, and I would recommend you to read his stories. Okay, so today we'll be beginning with the story. So, opens with a description of the winding streets of Greenwich Village, New York City, where artists flock to find low cost apartments with north facing windows and Dutch style gables. After they meet at a restaurant, Sue and Johnsy, the story's protagonists, discover they have similar tastes in art, food, and fashion. In May, they get a studio apartment together in Greenwich Village. So here we come to know about two girls, and these two girls are going to be the protagonist of your story. The name of the two girls are Sue and Johnsy. These are the two girls who are young artists. So they are the painters, you can say, and they have the similar tastes in arts, meaning that they love art and craft. They have the passion to become a great artist, right? That's why they have similarity in their tastes, okay, whether in art, in food, in fashion, and that's why they met at a restaurant coincidentally, and now they are living together. Okay, so now we are beginning with the story. We are delving into the story, and you'll surely enjoy. Just be with me till the end and call all your friends in this premiere to watch, so that they can also enjoy the story, so that they can also get the suspense of the story. Right, guys? So all you have to do is subscribe to the channel right away. Click on the notification bell so that you can get notifications from time to time, right? So we'll be commencing with the story. In the month of November, Chauncey was struck by pneumonia. She remained in bed and would look out of the window. So we talked about two girls in the previous slide, Sue and Chauncey. So Chauncey, she got pneumonia in the month of November, which is an autumn season. Okay, and the title Last Leaf, it means it is somewhere connected to the leaf, and you'll really be surprised after the ending. I cannot explain you how much interesting it is. Okay, so what happened that Johnsy was struck with pneumonia, and she used to remain in the bed and look out of the window. Okay, leave this. Okay, Steve was worried about Johnsy and called the doctor. The doctor visited them daily, but there was no improvement in Johnsy's health. So what happened that Sue was worried, who was Johnsy's friend. So Sue was very much worried that now what is going to happen with Johnsy. That's why she called for the doctor. But the doctor said that there could be no improvement. There was no improvement in Johnsy's health. Why? What do you all think? Let me know in the chat box. The doctor secretly asked Sue if something was the matter with Johnsy. So the doctor, you can say, inquired to Sue that what is happening with Johnsy? Why is she behaving like this? Why is she unable to recover? Sue replied that there was nothing to worry and asked why did the doctor think so? Right? The doctor said that it seemed that Johnsy had decided not to live and did not want to recover from the illness. In such a case, medicines would not work to her. Now, this is an important point for you to understand that after Johnsy was not recovering, doctor said that perhaps Johnsy has lost the will to live. Perhaps Johnsy doesn't want to recover or get better from the illness. Okay, and if a person does not have the will to live, he or she can never recover through medicine. Medicine stopped working during that time. And same happened with Johnsy. And she was very much worried, along with the doctor. But what would happen? Okay, Sue tried to liven up Johnsy. She discussed interesting things like clothes and fashion with her, but Johnsy remained unaffected. So, as I talked about it in the beginning only, that they had similar tastes in food, clothing, and the art, right? And Sue was trying to distract Johnsy from thinking about her illness. But Johnsy was not like that. She remained unaffected and she kept on becoming worse. Her conditions kept on becoming worse. So it was such a bad, such a pitiful condition. Sue sat beside her and started painting in order to create interest in her and take her mind off her illness. Sue would whistle at times to brighten up Johnsy. So Sue also wasn't going to give up so easily. Sue also decided that yes, I would cure Johnsy. Okay? So to distract her mind from the illness towards some interesting things, she started painting. Okay, to create interest of Johnsy and so that her mind could be taken off from the illness, right? And also she would whistle at times to brighten up Johnsy, to make her feel better. Sue heard that Johnsy was speaking softly. Johnsy was making a backward counting while looking out of the window. Now, something suspicious is going to be there, something precarious is going to be there, because now a twist is going to be there at the story. Till now, we are just able to understand that Johnsy is not having the will to live. But now something worse is going to take place. Let's try to understand what is going to take place. From this slide, you can easily see that Johnsy is looking out of the window and Sue is painting to distract her. Okay, so she started speaking softly and she started counting backward. Backward means like 10, 9, 8, 7. In this manner, Johnsy started counting in the backward manner, looking out of the window. Now, what would you think? Why would she do this? Why would anybody do like this? Let me know in the chat box. She was curious and looked outside. She saw an ivy creeper plant beside the window of the room. As strong winds were blowing, the leaves of the creeper were falling. So as we know, it was autumn season, the month of November, and there was an ivy creeper plant. It was a kind of a creeper beside the window of the room. So the winds were blowing, means the strong winds were blowing outside and the leaves of the creeper were falling one by one. But then how would this affect Johnsy? Yes, and why would she concentrate on the leaves? Isn't it? Sue asked her what the matter was. Sue asked her, why are you counting like this? 1 second. Just give me a second. Right. Okay. Johnsy said 6. Then she said that the leaves were falling faster. She added that 3 days ago there were a lot of leaves on the ivy creeper, almost 100, but now only 5 were left. Okay, so by this we can understand that Johnsy was counting the leaves. Like one by one the leaves were falling and she was counting. She said 6. Then she added that earlier. Okay, earlier what was, sorry, it has been mentioned that 3 days ago there were a lot of leaves. How many? Almost 100 leaves. And now only 5 leaves were left. And this really annoyed Sue. That why is she thinking like this? Isn't it? Why would Johnsy think like this? Even it would annoy you if somebody is saying like this, if somebody is counting the leaves. But now what we are going to do is going to be more important. Sue replied that it was autumn season and it was natural for the creeper to shed its leaves. Then why was Johnsy taking it so seriously? Right? Even you think that suppose it's autumn season and leaves are falling one by one. So isn't it natural? Or would it be a miracle for you? Would it be miraculous? Not at all. It is obvious. Johnsy said that she would die when the last leaf fell. She added that she had known this for the last 3 days. Now did you understand why Johnsy was looking out of the window? Why was she doing that? Because she was counting the leaves. She was waiting for the last leaf to fall. And now we come back to the title, The Last Leaf. How is it connected? It is connected to Johnsey's life. Johnsey was becoming weaker, and now she said that when the last leaf is going to fall, I will also wither. I will also die. But how could it be possible? Could you imagine how would Sue be feeling? Just try to imagine, just try to think. And she also added that she had been she's had known this for the last 3 days. So since 3 days the same thing was going on. Now Sue became furious. Even you would become furious if your closest friend would stay like this, that I am going to die. If somebody said like this to you, then Sue replied that this did not make any sense. The leaves had nothing to do with her health. The doctor was sure that she would recover. So Sue, as I told you, Sue was very angry because Johnsey wasn't a leaf. And in the autumn season, it was very obvious. So Johnsey could not die like this. Johnsey remained quiet. Sue got a bowl of soup for Johnsey. So she just got a bowl of soup for her, but Johnsey did not respond at all. Right? Johnsey did not accept the soup. She was not hungry. Then she said that 4 leaves were remaining on the ivy plant. She wanted to see the last leaf fall before sunset. Then she could die peacefully. There should be THEN. Okay, by mistake it's there. Then now what Johnsey, she refused for the soup because she wasn't hungry. She just wanted to die. Now only 4 leaves were left on the ivy creeper, and she wanted to see the last leaf falling before the sunset so that she could die. So you can imagine what she was thinking. Sue tried to show affection towards Johnsey. She said that Johnsey wouldn't die. So Sue was feeling very bad for Johnsey, and she didn't want that Johnsey should die, okay, just because of the leaf. That's why she started showing the affection towards Johnsey. She pleaded that you will recover. She tried to boost up her confidence. She kept the curtain open because she needed the light to complete the painting. She would sell it to fetch money for them. Sue requested Johnsey not to look out of the window. So now it's very, very important. As Sue had to give Johnsey the medications, she had to earn money. That's why she couldn't close the window. She couldn't put the curtains off. Otherwise, she wouldn't get the light and she wouldn't be able to complete her painting. And that's why Sue requested Johnsey not to look out of the window. Okay. So that's it. We have finished with the story. Not finished. First part has been finished. Now this is a homework question for you. What kind of a friend was Sue to Johnsey? Critically analyze Sue's character. So what do you think about Sue? Was Sue very generous, or was Sue, you can say, not that good? Was she a good friend or not? Let me know in the comment section. I would wait for your responses. So in the next part, we'll be covering the rest half of the story. Do not worry at all. We will be there, and maybe the next part can be live. Okay, so do attend it, and we will also be having the Menti quiz if it is going to be a live session. So do let me know in the chat box and in the comment box how much did you like this session. Now it's time to say goodbye, and I'm signing off for today. We'll meet you soon. Until then, let's say bye-bye. Bye-bye.